Welcome to the Impromptu Life. This is Artettina. I did this video to share a few more pieces. This is the Creating, Making, and Building channel. I have two bird pieces that we are doing, kind of a Art Nouveau, Art Deco design. And then I also have an Art Deco design at the end of the video where I'm actually working on the design. We'll be talking about that in a minute. And why we're doing a design of one of my cats. So we have two birds. This is an Eastern Phoebe, although I would have pronounced it Phoebe, but I guess it's actually pronounced Phoebe. Very cute bird, absolutely adorable. It was recommended. I don't think I've ever painted one of these before. Again, I do like, as you can see, the red undertones, and I love the red designs that sort of looks like your subject is a part of wallpaper or interacting with wallpaper, because it's just the design behind it, and I don't want to take away from the subject. I absolutely love leaving the flowers or the leaves in red. Before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you love this whole creative process, the channel is all about that, and I really want to make art and build things that inspire people and motivate people to have this outlet in their life. And even if you don't feel like it's something you want to do, that it's something that you enjoy watching being done, and maybe it'll inspire you in other areas of your life. I do have links in the description. If you love original one-of-a-kind pieces, those links go to my stores if you are interested in collecting any of the art for yourself and you see something that you really like. Eventually, I hope to have enough time watch hours and enough videos, or however they do it, where I can just have the easy bar that people can just see the stores and see what's available there and click on them and go right through. But for right now, all of the links are in the description. This is the owl. I really love how this owl came out. And I know I've been putting these little green glass ladybugs in the art, but I just love to paint them so much. And I think it's kind of, do I want to say a symbol of how we are surrounded by this beauty, and we are surrounded by animals that have so much to teach us. We're just surrounded by the beauty of nature, and I don't know why, I don't know exactly how to explain it, that these little things that I throw in that don't necessarily exist, but it's kind of like we're just surrounded by so much beauty, and to remember to keep our imagination, as well as a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of romanticism, a little bit of the things that make us such special creatures too, just the ability to create and to make things that might not otherwise exist. Anyway, it's enough of that. I just love them so much that it's just kind of like, here's this thing, this is a real creature, and here's this fantasy of this creativity, or this ability to express something that's not necessarily out there. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I did want to do some more illuminating mushrooms, and I do have some pieces, but I don't think I have any videos of them, of the glowing jellyfish with the glowing and fantasy octopus. If you want to see that, the octopi and that kind of work, again, you can just go to the stores and check those out. I don't think I have videos on those particular octopus. Don't remember now off the top of my head, but you can just go look at all the videos and pick out the ones you want to watch. I do have the off-grid ones, the ones where we're putting up the greenhouse dome and working off-grid out there, and building our little place where we'll be putting in a studio, and we'll be doing all sorts of fun creative things, not just that process. I would really like to also be doing the ceramics in a while, and stained glass, and all the things for those projects. And you get an idea of my taste, and you get an idea of uh, the beauty, the things that I think are very beautiful. I will be implementing these sort of things into those builds. I love this design, and I admit off the top of my head and everything, I do not know what this design is called, or even designs that are similar to this, but I do love it. And with this particular first one, I was not like as uniform as I normally am. I think I was just kind of enjoying myself, relaxing and winging. I've been under a lot of stress. Don't really necessarily want to talk about that, but I lost a very dear pet, and that's why I wanted to do these ones. These particular designs, and this idea was the first ones from the loss, and so I wanted to do them of my companion and my precious baby, my cat, that had been with me for 18 years with our family, and it was, to say the least, very devastating. It's something you never really, you know it's coming, but you just don't want to deal with it. But we chose to not have her suffer anymore, and yeah, it was pretty harsh. So I kind of didn't really feel like doing anything or creating anything, and then I was like, but what about if it's of her and for her? And that kind of got me back into the using art as the release, using art as the inspiration and the relaxing. And I think also because this design is very repetitive, that also helps my mind, my brain, and I think a few of you out there will understand that, the repetitive thing. And I just fell in love with how this looks, how this feels. So what I did is I did a first light watercoloring effects like I do with a lot of my art, and then I did this design over it instead of how I normally do things. And then you'll see as I come back, I will actually do more watercolor over it to enhance it. And then I do want to say, up to you as far as how you want to do it. But then I had to re-gold it because you could see some of that watering on top of the acrylic. So this is a mixed media one, and here's the one of the first layers of the cat, and then this is where we're going with it. That's Candy, because we were saying when we were helping her relieve her of her suffering that she's going to be chasing the deer again and chasing the butterfly. She loved it for whatever reason. They're a lot bigger than her, but she would literally stalk deer, and it was very adorable. And butterflies and birds and things like that she's no longer in pain and free to do that and have fun on the other side. So what I did with this is I very first put that white on, representing her, and I loved the ghost effect, the spirit part. Like, it looked like a spirit to me, so I did keep one of them white and clear with iridescence, transparent as iridescence, and the other one you'll see me come in and do that darker, it's like a black gold iridescence, and it's see-through, so I just went over it until I felt like it was dark enough that I wanted. And what I'm doing right here, like I was saying before, is I'm going back over my gold and deepening my colors until I had them where I wanted them. But you'll have to, if you do decide to do this, which is very relaxing, and it's kind of like working a puzzle a little bit. It's just relaxing to do this repetitive thing. But you have to go back over it and add more gold, because that watercolor will dry on your acrylic and dull the gold. And if you want your gold to be nice and super shiny, then you'll need to go back over it. So here I am putting on my first layers on candy. And I know that I hope that anybody who's had a companion animal, yeah, so that's what this is, though. This is her being free and in heaven and able to move around freely again and not feel any pain. So I went ahead and put butterflies, and I know a lot of you know that. I don't know how many of you know, but a lot of you know that butterflies do represent like spirit. Yeah. So, and I did those in an iridescent as well, two different types of iridescent colors, the blue iridescent and the purple iridescent. Came out really, really nice. I really love it. And you can kind of see here too how this black iridescence has the gold, has little gold fibers in it. It's really beautiful. I love how it came out. I know the photos and stuff do not give it justice, but it's just absolutely beautiful piece. And then I also show briefly here the other one I did. I'm not showing it being painted because it's just the see-through spirit white. It's like a see-through. It just is so beautiful. It's right here, and when you don't see it when you're at a distance, but then you slowly kind of see it. Like it's just like, what did I see? It's quite beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an amazing week.